missing factional chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Kaduna found. Father of Dapchi schoolgirl Debunk report of her release. All Progressive Congress vows to take over Southeast in 2019 elections. Welcome to the AM News on Television Nigerian. I am Anthony Momodu. The factional chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Kaduna State, Danladi Wada, has been found after being declared missing for 24 hours. Spokesman for the party in the state, Murtala Abubakar, disclosed this at the weekend. The state spokesman for the ruling party disclosed that Danladi Wada released on Sunday in Zaria after he was abducted at his Angwarimi GRA residence at about 5:30 on Saturday morning. The Arewa Consultative Forum has disclosed that the North is searching for a replacement for President Muhammadu Buhari. Arising from a recent summit in Kaduna, the group revealed that 16 other groups in the region have committed themselves to finding better candidates to replace 7 northern politicians at the legislative and executive arms of government. The ACF accused politicians from the region of failing to use their offices, the living standard of people in the north. In a 4-page communique, which was read by the Chief of Staff to the President of the Senate, Hakeem Baba Ahmed, the summit accused President Muhammadu Buhari and other politicians from the area of failing to address the economic and security challenges of the place. Father of yet-to-be-released Dapchi schoolgirl, Leah Sharibu, has debunked media reports that she has been reunited with her family. The BBC Hausa service had earlier carried a report stating that security forces confirmed the release of the girl and she was on her way to Dapchi to meet with her parents. The BBC report followed a statement by the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, that the girl was to be released at the weekend. The father of the girl described the report as upsetting, insisting he knew nothing about the claims. He further pleaded with the government to ensure the release and safe return of his daughter. Last week, 106 of the abducted Dapchi girls were released by Boko Haram. National Information Technology Development Agency has given a nod to the security upgrade at the Central Bank of Nigeria. The move is part of the agency's work as government's clearinghouse for all procurement and services in public sector. A statement by the agency's head of corporate affairs and external relations, Hadiza Umar, explained that the measure is to prevent cyber threats in the country's financial institutions. The clearance follows a letter by the Director General of NEDA, Isa Patami, commending the Apex Bank for the proactive way it handled the threats. The letter also reiterated the agency's support for all initiatives aimed at protecting the country's cyberspace. Earlier this year, NITDA Director General had raised alarm of cyber threats to critical public infrastructure. After the break, All Progressive Congress vows to win Southeast in 2019 elections. Thanks for staying tuned. The All Progressive Congress APC says the party will take over the 3 states controlled by the opposition People's Democratic Party in the Southeast Zone. National President of the APC Youth League, Solomon Farin, said this at a ceremony to mark the 5th anniversary of the Youth League in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. Solomon Farin explained that the success of the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration made it easier to take over Ebonyi Abia and Enugu states in the 2019 general elections. He disclosed that winning the Southeast will enable the government consolidate on its programs for the region. On the foreign scene, wife of former Zimbabwean President Grace Mugabe is being investigated for trading in illegal wildlife trophies. Local media said that investigators from the Parks and Wildlife Authority handed documents to police showing that the former First Lady smuggled large consignments of ivory to China, the United Arab Emirates, United States, and other destinations. Police spokeswoman Charity Charamba confirmed receiving a report but declined further comment on the matter. The report accused Grace Mugabe of ordering officials to grant her permits to export the ivory as gifts to leaders of various countries. A senior official in the presidency, Christopher Musangwa, revealed that government was tipped off by an unnamed whistleblower. German police has arrested Catalonia's former president, Carles Puigdemont, as he crossed over by car from Denmark. Police spokesperson says the former Catalonian president was arrested and is being detained following an European Union warrant published by Spanish authorities following a referendum for secession from Spain, allegedly spearheaded by Puigdemont. Spokeswoman for the former president's political party confirmed that he was detained on arrival in Germany from Denmark. She said it happened as he crossed the Danish-German border. In sports news, the Confederation of African Football Committee says it will review the continent's coaching syllabus to meet with European and Asian standards. Technical Director of the Nigerian Football Federation, Bitrus Biruang, announced recently in an interview with a national daily. He said the current leadership of CAF wanted to raise the standard of coaching on the continent and had constituted a committee for the purpose. The former Super Eagles coach said that last year, technical directors on the continent met in Rabat, Morocco, to deliberate on raising the standard. To end the news, the major headlines. Missing factional chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Kaduna found. Father of Dapchi schoolgirl Debunk report of her release. All Progressive Congress vows to take over Southeast in 2019 elections. That is the AM News on Television Nigerian. Before I go, I leave you with this thought. Never allow the actions of evil men dampen your drive for good deeds. Thanks for watching. I am Anthony Momodu. Good morning.